humid days, we have cold mornings, we have rainy days. So we have right now. Um, with that being said, we're still operating financially okay. Um, we are still looking at to do a lot of improvements. We had, you guys also Route 28 being paved. So the Village of Fleischmann has a really good relation with Middletown Department of Public Works. And this was going to happen, the repairing of 28 and for we approach them to make sure that we got millings that they were pulling out and start fixing up some of our roads. So we got hillside millings, and then we also did a paradise camp. We did the millings. For place where we did item 4 because millings because that road that wasn't recommended. So due to once again the relationship of the Village of Fleischmann and town of Middletown, nothing to the village.
We priced
We priced some of those roads
so
at the beginning of the year, so it was going to be expensive. So, you know, we have these roads where, especially hillside, that was being the last time they did something. It's got to be a long time ago, over 10 years ago. Part of the camp, we every year we go and there, but the last time we did millings for them, it's got to be at least 4 or 5 years ago. So things like this are happening, and again, we have people that they want to contribute and help out the Village of Fleischmann. We also so that's that on the. I'd like to also mention, and I'm sorry I got ahead of the game with the water leaks. We started the wall of peace this weekend, and I'm sure many of you probably went and donated something to that mural. It's not over yet. The art scene and Barbara are going to be extending it to another week or so because they like to have more people come in and provide items to be mounted on that wall of peace.
Where is it?
It's right here on Bridge Street.
It's on Bridge Street. Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it's not on. It's not. They lay it down. They start working on it, the artists. So now when they finish it,
It's gonna go up.
yes,
Okay.
it's gonna go on. We also had we want to do just so you guys know, we got a we're trying to do a full-size basketball court. So we have a quote from a company downstate, a 60 by 104 full-size basketball court. We had the quote that they gave was from start to finish, and it's going to be everything is going to be state approved with the floor, state of the art basketball court. We had a price tag of $190,000, and it might sound like a lot of money, but these days, as many of you know, a car goes for $100,000. The way things are right now, and I keep saying this, I think this is my third meeting that I said, the economy is really bad. You know, inflation is through the roof. Everything is very expensive, ridiculously expensive. So we got this quote, and again, it looks really high, but obviously, first of all, we don't have money to do anything with this. Second of all, I got to get two more and try to compare them. So hopefully we can get something similar and cheaper, hopefully. But this company that we chose came highly recommended from Delaware County. So we will be looking into getting more bids about it, and we'll see what happens. But first of all, we have to have funding in place, and we don't have anything. We also want to move into a resolutions that we passed, resolution number 7, to purchase a new tanker for the fire department. It's going to be it's a 2024. We passed resolution number 7 and resolution number 8. We did that right last month. So I just want to bring back to remind everybody that we are moving forward through the proper steps to purchase the tanker for the fire department that needs it. All of these are assets to the village. I keep telling everybody this, everything that is acquired by the village, it's an asset to the village. It's for the missions. Today we received a bid for that truck. Out of 3, we only got one. One came through. So the company is Volta Company. And today we're going to do a referendum to get the money out of the. We're not doing referendum.
It's gonna sit for 30 days. If you write a referendum for it, sit for 30 days, so the public has a chance to come out, $200,000 down payment out of our, out of the fire department truck fund.
So we're doing a referendum so that anybody has a question, a problem, you have 30 days to ask and show any concerns that you may have. Once again, all of these are documents, everything is transparent. Any questions, any problems, that's why the chief is here, so that you may answer any questions that you may have. The generator,
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I know you gotta say about that too, so.
yes. And we also have
Sorry.
a request for purchase of the water department for a generator. Again, lately we've been losing power, so they need to have the ability to have a generator for the computers, for everything to work, and they have the ability to monitor the wells, the pump house. So that came out like $3,250, $3,250 for that generator. And again, everything sounds like a lot of money, but unfortunately, it's not. It's not. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the generator for the water department for the purchase of. I'll keep it to that amount.
Do you know where to put it?
It's too cheap.
Do you know where to put it, Judge Allen?
Don't look at the pump house. One second. One second.
Same, you don't bring it in?
You give me a minute, I should have it. No, sorry, it's a compressor. Sorry, it's a compressor, guys. It's $3,233. He doesn't tell me the brand.
These are the generators, not compressors.
No, it's a compressor.
But
It's a compressor.
I was gonna name, so I could go on.
Yeah, I know. Me too. So I'd like to make a motion to purchase that compressor for the water department for $3,233.
motion to purchase that compressor.
All in favor?
All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye, aye. The other thing is, it's another, thing that we've been thinking, and I know the previous mayors also thought about it. They just never made it public. But as many of us know, the theater is costing a lot of money to the village, tax residents, taxpayers. Every year we have to, heat up that building. We have to pay any repairs, any maintenance. And we're not getting, even though we rented it for, a year or 2 years, the rent that we were paying was a very minimal rent, and then the village was paying utilities for that. We were paying the heating, we were sharing, splitting the electricity, and were we paying for the telephone?
Yeah.
Or we were sharing? We were paying for the internet. The village was paying for those things. On top of that, that building needs like volunteers to patch up the roof because the roof was leaking. We went to Waller Brothers, we bought the materials, we purchased the materials, and then I had 3 volunteers that climb up that roof and look for the in winter. So we're looking to stop wasting money, for the tax. So if we could have right mind to purchase that theater and make it viable, that would be a big asset to the village, because instead of us wasting money, we will be collecting from the tax rolls, and we wouldn't have that responsibility for that huge building to maintain. Because this year we're planning to winterize it. It hasn't been rented, it's not gonna be rented, so it's gonna be a lot easier and a lot less expensive to the taxpayers to maintain that building. So as you can see on your agenda, the asking price is gonna be $649,000. And we gotta look more into it, about details and how we're gonna go about it. But I just wanna let everybody know, these are the intentions. So if all of you wanna put your money together and buy it, put it to work, that would be a really good idea. Don't forget, the theater has, besides the theater in the back, which has over 600 seats, you have the storefronts. You have 3 storefronts. You have 2 huge apartments. That's why I say the right money, you can make storefronts work. The 2 apartments make people. We need people. And $649,000, believe me, sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. We have that basketball court that it's $190,000. You go and try to buy a car, economy car, you're gonna pay at least $35,000, and that's the cheapest car that you're gonna find without anything. You wanna buy a okay car, you're gonna be paying probably $50,000-$60,000, versus 15-20 years ago that was not even $20,000-$30,000. So those are some of the things that we're planning to do And I really hope that if somebody comes forward and buys that theater, they put it to work properly. And I know a lot of you have money, so you guys could invest. No, I'm looking at everybody. Fine, you have money. No, but I mean, generally speaking, there's a lot of people that has money in the village of Placements that do a lot of good things for the village. So, so that's what we have. And as far as fundraising, we are still looking into how we're gonna do, because we gotta work on the museum. We gotta scrape it. We gotta replace all the rotted parts outside. We have to seal it properly. We have to repaint it. Then we have to put LED lighting around it. So for that, we're gonna need money. The same thing for the deck in the back. We're gonna need money. Volunteers, we can get the volunteers, people to work and volunteer their time and their knowledge and their equipment, but we just need the money to buy the materials. So I'm still, with another people, we're still scratching our heads how we're gonna put this, how we're gonna be able to, get all these things in place, the money, so that we can go and buy the materials. I still have to reach out to Wilder Brothers and see if they will do anything for the village of Fleischmann as far as we buy the materials and they give us a break, so that we buy everything local. And, because it's gonna be for the library and for the museum, we can get like, I don't know, 20%, 30% off. That will be a big help, so that everything can stay in the area. So that's as far as the fundraising. And anything else?
The outside of 492, the sign at 492. Then.
Oh, okay. We're also gonna be looking into, eventually, we wanna make the village look more beautiful. 492, the new village of, all beautiful sign that used to be part of that. So we have to look for that sign and see if we have it in some of the attics. If we don't find it, then we have to come up with a nice sign, that goes with the village, that goes with the mountains. It's not on the agenda, but another thing that I want to throw at you guys is the stumps, the trees on the sidewalk. We haven't gotten to them because eventually, right now, the plan is to cut the tree all the way down, clean up that area, and make like a small cage so that we can plant some flowers or something, until we come up with replacing those trees, which is going to be work, and it's gonna cost money. And because we don't know exactly if on the ground you have sewer lines, water lines, we need to be very careful whenever we dig those trees out. So it's not a matter of just saying, take them out and put in new ones. No, especially across the street, that, as you can see, the sidewalks, and we need to be very careful when we're dealing with pulling those trees out because of once again, the sewer lines, the water lines, but that's going to be happening within the next year. Replacement. So just so everyone knows, and we have trees that we need the streams pull out, because as you very thankful that we did not get flooded in Sean. Everybody worked very well to clean up the drains, proactive. So that helped a lot. We didn't have, usually, because I know that because my store is right across the street, I have 3 storm drains. So we have to go out there and clean everything up, because otherwise it's like a lake on my parking lot. And so this time they did an amazing job. Everything was clean beforehand. We got rain, but not more surrounding areas. We were helping out people on the mountains Friday and Saturday because they had to the big houses, the driveways were a mess. So again, we were very fortunate. So and let's see. We also have a new addition to the village, new baby born. The name is Maggie Lee DeVito. This is Joe DeVito's and Rebecca DeVito's daughter. You know, a new addition to the village, the newest one right now. So this is the generation we want to work for. These are the kids that we want to work for. And with that being said, I mean that's all I have for the meeting, and this is the best part. We're gonna be opening the floor to public comments. Gloria.
Yes, 3 weeks ago, there was a headline in the paper that there was arsenic in the water in collections. And I was really shocked that there was no word from the village to the residents before seeing that in the headline. And then I went to the office and I was told that the notice posted at the library, but if someone doesn't go in the library regularly, and in the post office, they're thinking about their mail, they're not gonna know about it. So I think that was very remiss, not advising every resident. And then I'd like to hear what's going on with the arson.
Gloria, I'm not the expert, but I'm gonna tell you there are some, you know, the Department of Health does inspect. We don't use that well. That well, you know, I will be in touch with you or with anybody else that wants that. I'm just telling you what he told us. This well is, but you know, we don't use, as I said it before, the water is going to be working on getting grants. They're trying to locate money to us that have been around for a long, long time. And as everything needs to be replaced at one point. Our water, you know, it's time to replace it. But for that, we need a lot of money.
What?
A lot,
How much money?
millions. So they get money. Where are we going to start? And we need to find a new way to put a new well. With funds, we have a new pump, a new well. The water that, you know, we have, basically it's air. And once again, all of the water breaks that we had, all the that water is safe out and your water is going to get clear. So the water that on top of it every course. Look at you. I will ask Todd